My colleague Shubhendu Ghosh has been following this story closely, and he joins me now in the newsroom for more on this. Shubhendu, given the fact that this is a proposal that has been offered by Israel, how seriously is Hamas taking it?
To begin with, Mark, I think it's a test of influence of President Biden of the United States, given that the proposal and its tenets have come from it. If you look at the tenets of the proposal, these are not new points. Peace deals have been negotiated for the past many months now. It's the 8th month of the conflict, but the contest has been about who blinks first, whether it is going to be Israel who's going to withdraw the forces, or it's the Hamas who's going to release the hostages, about 100 hostages still in captivity as far as Gaza and Hamas are concerned. So that point remains. Hamas, the reaction that has just come in, you just informed, they've given a positive reaction. But is Israel willing to withdraw from the Gaza fighting? Prime Minister Netanyahu has made it very clear that there's going to be no negotiation till its targets are achieved, till Hamas is destroyed. So that really problematizes the situation.
Yes.
How do you negotiate and destroy the opponent at the same time?
Indeed. In fact, Netanyahu still speaks of the elimination of Hamas. So can there be a peace plan and the elimination of Hamas going together? That's the question. Also, whether Hamas is being recognized in the process by Israel. There seems to be, these are probably imponderables when one looks at it, because I mean, at the end of the day, Israel is trying to get rid of Hamas completely.
Right.
And at the same time, they are offering a peace proposal which allows them to say that they are part of a negotiation that could be workable.
Absolutely. And Mark, as we ponder whether Hamas is going to be recognized by Israel, we should also think about the developments that have happened in the recent weeks. Whether Palestine as a nation, as the idea of a nation is being recognized by nations across the world. Today, 145 countries in the world, including India, recognize Palestine as a nation. They work for a two-state solution. Norway, Spain and Ireland are the nations that have in the past week recognized Palestine as a nation. So there is a worldview which is shaping up, which is taking side without directly intervening, which talks about a legitimate space for Palestine as well. And Prime Minister Netanyahu, although he has an upper hand in the conflict, cannot ignore these international voices which also act as pressure points. But yes, the point that you mentioned, can he eliminate Hamas and at the same time negotiate with that organization, remains a sticking point. This is the contradiction that has dominated the developments in the region so far.
And does Biden's comment about looking for the day after, I mean, he's already talked about this conflict coming to an end. Does that also make sense when we look at the IDF, you know, wanting to continue with the military goal, with an objective to eliminate Hamas? And probably at the end of the day also, I mean, to safeguard their perceptions of a border.
Absolutely. We have to see that America and Israel may be the closest of allies, but yet there are very critical points where they differ. The end or the beginning of the end of this conflict is a case in point. America sees a situation where Hamas is going to return the hostages and Israel is going to back off from the battleground. But Israel does not see it like that. And I think that's a fundamental difference in the manner in which the two leaders, President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu, are viewing this conflict. But they will also have to, again, look at the international developments and the worldview as well. United Nations has been pushing for a ceasefire for the humanitarian crisis. We have more responses coming in. Indonesian President-elect, for example, is speaking about that this conflict should end, and they're willing to, in fact, be a part of that peace process. Secretary Blinken is reaching out to Saudi Arabia. So we see a larger consultations that are coming in order to achieve peace in the region. So both the leaders, while they differ in that critical point of how will this peace process begin, will still have to address and respond to that international pressure.
Shubhendu Ghosh, thanks very much for being with us.